Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. As always, your host with the most. Today we got the WWE Day 1 DVD review. Of course, this took place January 1st, 2022. And this was in Atlanta, Georgia at the, I think, State Farm Arena. Yeah. Reported attendance of around 13,000 or so. So overall, it wasn't a really bad show, but it was decent. I think they were just trying to get away from the gimmick pay-per-views from the past few years, and looking at the schedule now, it does seem like the gimmick pay-per-views might be going away. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of them. So they did replace TLC here. Clash of Champions, of course, was nixed late last year. And then Elimination Chamber was moved to the Saudi show in Saudi Arabia this year after the Royal Rumble. So not I guess a traditional spot for it in the road to WrestleMania. But anyways, day one was supposed to be Lesnar and Reigns continuing their feud. But apparently Reigns had COVID. I'm still kind of not buying it. WWE is really booking things weird lately. Almost as if they really want Lesnar to get over while putting others over in the process. So, I forget how this whole Fatal 4-Way started, but it ended up being a Fatal 4-Way after a couple of weeks with Kevin Owens added. I think Lashley and Rollins were added, and then Reigns had the COVID, so Lesnar was inserting and making it a Fatal 5-Way. So a lot of confusion here. I wish they would kind of ease off of that type of booking where you're just adding on top of, and it doesn't really make any sense. And Lashley and Lesnar, they did not really have to exchange the titles. That's a whole nother debate for another day. With Lesnar winning the Rumble, he now won the Chamber, winning back the WWE title. That's a whole nother story, though. A decent cover overall. I'm not a big fan of the logo in that, but it kind of looks really, preschool. We got 2022 there. I really do like this spine. Got women's champion Becky Lynch. The spine's okay, but again, it looks kind of preschool, the logo. Beautiful Liv Morgan there. I love the DVD video logo. And then we have Becky Lynch there with Liv Morgan. So this was Big E. He was WWE champion for a couple of months. I felt like they kind of really botched his reign, which isn't surprising given the current circumstances and releases and whatnot. So we do have 7 matches on this DVD. Kind of an exclusive with the pre-show match. We got Sheamus and Ridge Holland versus Cesaro and Ricochet. We also have the New Day and the Usos for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss. RK Bro versus the Street Profits. Edge versus The Miz. Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan, which I just talked about. And the Fatal 5-Way with Big E, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, and Brock Lesnar. So I believe here Lesnar would win his 9th WWE World title. And yeah, I guess you could kind of tell from this one, they might have actually been building something good towards WrestleMania. After the Royal Rumble and whatnot, it really was kind of obvious that they were really building towards Lesnar and Reigns, title for title. Who knows if it'll be a unification match or both championships will be, represented on individual levels still. So I'm really hoping they just unify the titles, get rid of one, and maybe start a new lineage. I mean, the Universal title has been kind of a hot mess since the beginning. And the WWE title, I believe, lost a lot of credibility over the last few years. It's just my opinion. But I believe this is the pay-per-view. We saw the return of Beth Phoenix. Edge has just been another man unleashed here in the last year or so since returning in 2020. I mean, Edge is on another level. If you told me Edge was going to return at the Royal Rumble a couple of years ago, I would have told you you're crazy. But the matches and the run he's had, unbelievable. So, decent artwork on the back. It's nothing to go crazy about. About 180-minute runtime, which is about 3 hours. And the disc art is pretty bland as usual. Again, I'm not a big fan of the artwork, or the logo actually, but who knows? Maybe this is a kind of step in the new direction with WWE and, get rid of the dual champions, the Raw and SmackDown, kind of consolidate the titles, consolidate the brands, and, kind of start from scratch and rework the landscape of WWE and end the brand split. You could still have dedicated players for Raw and SmackDown. You could still have champions bouncing between brands. But the fact that you need 2 sets of tag titles, 2 women's titles, at times I didn't have problem with the 2 world titles. When done right and whatnot, it can work. In WWE's current landscape, it does not work. It doesn't mean a thing. It's just another trophy, another, asterisk next to your name or whatever. That's just a big rant from myself today. So let me know your thoughts on WWE Day 1. And if you were able to pick this up, let me know in the comments down below. It's on Walmart. It's on Amazon. Seen a lot of people were able to pick this up. So let me know your thoughts. As always, we'll talk to you later. Peace.